Hey folks, welcome back inside the Crypto Nest. In this video, we're going to pull out the old crystal ball and look to the future of gaming and the blockchain. Let's start with a fun fact, shall we? Did you know there are 2.5 billion, with a B, billion gamers on the planet today? This ranges from point-and-click games on your cell phone all the way to the massive multiplayer games online where thousands compete against each other. It's safe to say gaming has never been more popular. But from a technological standpoint, has it hit an apex? That's what I've been wondering. Think about it for a second. Graphics are being pushed to all-time highs. Universes are now endlessly generated and endlessly explored. What if the future of gaming is not actually on the surface, but what's underneath? In this edition of the Crypto Nest Weekly Top Fiver, we're going to talk about the top 5 ways that the blockchain will change gaming forever. Talking points in this video will include dedicated gaming ecosystems, decentralized game development and distribution, virtual real estate or Metaverses. We'll talk about the play and earn model, and then finally, sports betting and online casinos. There is a lot to unpack here. Before we do, if you have not already, go ahead and punch that like button for me. And then if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe because we got a lot more great content coming to the nest. Without further ado, I'm your boy Bird of Coin. Let's get into it. All right, let's get started. The first item on the list is going to be dedicated gaming ecosystems. We're talking cross-game economics, cross-chain technology. These are cryptocurrencies that exist only to add the advantages of blockchain technology into the already existing medium and economics of the gaming world. The two leaders in the space currently are Atari's Atari Token and Chain Games' Chain Token. We'll talk about the Atari Token first. So the plan for the Atari Token is to become a universal means of payment for the interactive entertainment industry, aka gaming. And you've heard of Atari before. They've been around for 40 years. They've recently rebranded to get into the digital currency space, which was very smart. And it seems like they're coming out of the gate specializing in their Atari betting and Atari Casino functionality. So much so they actually just released the Atari Casino in the virtual reality game Decentraland, which is also a game that we'll talk about later on in this video that's totally decentralized. And so right now you can hop into that game, go into the Atari Casino, and if you got Atari, tokens in your wallet, you can jump in and start playing right away. And of course we have to mention the other token in this space, one of my personal favorites. We've actually talked about it on this channel before when we went over their roadmap that they recently released. That's of course Chain Games and their Chain Token. This is a token that you can wager and play people online competitively in games like Madden 21, Call of Duty, FIFA, among others. And not only can you wager it, you can also stake it and get paid out every 3 days when you stake it on their dashboard. But they're even looking to add more utility and flexibility to their gaming ecosystem. Check this tweet out by Chain Games. They say, the Chain Token will be ubiquitous across the entire blockchain, gaming, and NFT space. Imagine buying NFTs of your favorite items in-game or on a third-party marketplace like OpenSea or something, and then having these NFTs actually impact gameplay. Very interesting. Not only that, but some breaking news. Today they actually announced a partnership with Transact, where you can actually now buy chain directly with fiat currency with the Transact application. So keep an eye out for that. Again, these are projects that exist only to add tokenomics and blockchain technology into the already existing world of games, but therefore allowing gamers to be able to communicate with multiple games at once with the same items on the blockchain. We've only seen the tip of the iceberg where this technology can really go. All right, next item on the list is going to be decentralized game development and distribution. And the leader in the clubhouse right now would be a project called Enjin. And if you've never heard of them, they have a whole suite of decentralized products. Their most popular would probably be their smart NFT that you can actually mint and then use in multiple games and then a multitude of different situations across different games. And then if you're done with it, you can actually mint it back to the original token where it was created. First of its kind, but they also have their own marketplace. They have one of the, if not the best wallets in all of the crypto NFT space. It's definitely worth checking out if you have NFTs, the Enjin wallet. They have tech where you can actually scan a QR code to send and receive an NFT, which is really cool. But I believe their biggest untapped potential so far is their solution-based products for game developers. This includes growing your community base, gamifying your customer experience, or giving up-and-coming developers the ability to develop and distribute their games on the blockchain. This last part is huge. This gives developers the ability to create a game from scratch, not have to worry about the big studios, the big distribution networks, and they can get a game launched directly on the blockchain, and if people like it, they'll play it. It's that simple. And not only that, but this technology allows developers to, once they get to a point where they don't want to work on the game anymore and they actually want to hand it off to the players themselves to make it truly decentralized, they have the ability to do that. And this is huge for me, because if you've ever played an open world game that you wanted to keep playing because it's a great open world, great story that you want to keep going, but it just stops because the developers stopped working on it, this tech would allow that game to live forever, which is, again, a really cool concept. Or it gives game developers the ability to create a game and then immediately hand it off to their players, again, making it decentralized right out of the gate. Enjin gives game developers just so many different options, and that's why I'm so excited about this project. You'll definitely want to check out Enjin on their Twitter and on their Discord server. You can get even more information there. It's a really, really cool project in the gaming blockchain space. All right, next item on the list is going to be virtual real estate or Metaverses. And the leader in the clubhouse in this area right now would be none other than the project known as Decentraland. As you can see here, it says you can create, explore, and trade in the first ever virtual world owned by its users. Basically, it's the first of its kind decentralized virtual reality world. It's Ethereum based, and purchases can only be made with their native currency, mana, and that is then how you buy parcels of land. As you can see here, you can then buy land, and once you do, you can then build on it and really kind of build, whatever you want in the virtual reality space. And there's a lot of different stuff going on in Decentraland. As we mentioned earlier, there's the Atari Casino. People have created kind of like town square type things. There's games, there's businesses, there's all kinds of different stuff going on in Decentraland. So it's a really cool project worth checking out. Another huge metaverse going right now is the Sandbox. You may have heard of it. It's very similar to Decentraland in a lot of ways, but it's also known as the Minecraft of the blockchain. So it has its own very unique art style and three main functions within the Sandbox ecosystem, where you can create NFTs as characters and in-game items, and then they have their own marketplace where then you can either use those items, sell them, trade them, buy them, whatever you want to do with them. And then once you have the items, the third part obviously is the game maker, where you can actually make your own game within the Sandbox metaverse. As you can see here, no coding is required, thanks to accessible visual scripting tools to create visually stunning games in minutes. It's a really cool concept, and it's you can see the land right here that before you can actually create, you would need to actually get some land to create it on first. And they have regular land cells, but if you miss out on these land cells, you can also hop over to places like OpenSea and Rarible, and you can buy land right there using your MetaMask wallet or whatever. And like I said, you can either get land on the Sandbox or Decentraland, and then once you buy it, that's when you can start building on it, and it can really be that easy. And these are just the tip of the iceberg on where these metaverses and virtual reality real estate can go. And somebody will eventually create one that will kind of captivate the world. I don't know if these are there yet, but they're definitely the first out of the gate, and they are very fun to create and play. So another item that's going to really tap into the future of gaming, I think, will be the play and earn model. And by earn, I'm talking NFTs and cryptocurrency. So this will give developers more ways to monetize their game and have more incentives for gamers to commit their time to playing a game. Gaming is fun, but you don't really get a specific reward for playing and beating a game, other than the enjoyment of progressing through the game, maybe a couple of free trophies or achievements through, PlayStation or Xbox or something. But other than that, you don't really get much other than the satisfaction of just finishing the game. With blockchain gaming, all the time and effort that you put into a game can easily turn into incentives and money. Believe it or not, there's actually a lot of play and earn games that are already available right now that are either in their test net or already in their final phase, and you can play them and start earning crypto, right now. Some popular examples are games like Axie Infinity. It's where you breed a character, you battle and earn with that character, and then you can sell and trade your earnings. Another popular one is Age of Rust. It actually just released, or it's about to release, and it's a spacefaring first-person shooter where you actually get to explore all through space while looking for items that you can then take out of the game, trade, and again, earn. Another one is called Neon District. This is one where you team up, you battle, and you explore in a cyberpunk-themed world, looting new skills and armor, which all are NFTs that, again, you can take out of the game, buy, sell, trade. Really cool concept. And this, again, is the play and earn model that is just getting started, but will really start to happen in basically all the mainstream games as time goes on, because it will keep players engaged, and it keeps developers incentivized to keep working on their games. And the last item we're going to talk about is sports betting and online casinos. And like I mentioned before, this is pretty much already started with the Atari Casino that's now live in Decentraland. And really, with the combination of VR technology, blockchain real estate, and the current online casino model, it's going to give players the ability to enjoy your classic casino experience, but from right here at home, where you don't have to, go find a casino somewhere, especially if you live somewhere where there isn't any casinos near you. Blockchain casino advantages, think about it. You're going to get cheaper, faster payments because it's all through the blockchain, instant, recorded, and verifiable. Okay? So also you have no brick and mortar to worry about. So therefore, because you don't have your normal brick and mortar costs and electricity and employees to pay and all this different stuff, you can take that extra money and use it for promos and bonuses to give to your players, new players, and existing players as rewards. Another feature of it would be, private gambling, where even though everything on the blockchain is recorded in there, but you can also do it anonymously, where you can, if you want to, play games just behind your Ethereum address, well, you can do that. Or if you want to, actually use your name or avatar, something like that, you can do it as well. But at least blockchain gives you that option, especially when you're gaming from home. And then lastly, there's no geolocation based restrictions. And if there's any online poker players out there, you know what I'm talking about, where we've always had issues, with restrictions on where you live. Is it legal? Is it not legal? And there's always something to worry about there. Whereas once it becomes on the blockchain, that kind of isn't an issue anymore, at least eventually. So that is why it's going to be so big for the online casino industry, as well as sports betting, fantasy sports. This is all going to tie together because it makes sense. It's a more efficient system, and it's just now time to figure out how to scale it and how to adopt it. And that's really the challenge right now for everything on this list, to be honest with you. But the tech is there, the developers are working hard, and now we just get to sit back, wait, and watch the cool stuff come to us. So keep an eye out. We're going to talk a lot more about it on this channel. All right, so in closing, to recap, the future is oh so bright when it comes to gaming on the blockchain. Now, as discussed, we're still in the early stages, and we got a long way to go before all of this is fully realized. But the good news is we have some of the best platforms and developers actively working to push the boundaries of what this technology can do and how it can benefit gamers, the overall gaming experience, and the game development experience. So if you think I may have missed something, any big developments coming along in the world of gaming and blockchain, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what that is, and I'll check it out. I'll do some research, and hey, if it's pretty cool, I'll make a video about it. So let me know. That's going to be it today. Just as a reminder, if you're on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @birdofcoin, the number 1. And as a reminder, if you have not hit that thumbs up yet, it's a perfect time to do it before the video ends. So please hit that thumbs up for me. If you haven't subscribed, do that as well. You can even hit that little bell icon next to the subscription button, and you'll get notifications when I drop a new video, just like this one. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody's support. This is Bird of Coin. You are now exiting the crypto nest. We'll see you next time.